Hello, my name is Jason Sutherland. I worked for Jiffy Lube Team Car Care for 4 years. I loved my job, and all of that went south August 9th, 2018. If you're thinking of working for Jiffy Lube, don't. Go work somewhere else. If you currently work for them, you might want to quit because this video is going to be a little bit lengthy, but it's going to prove that Jiffy Lube does not care about their employees. They'll use you until they break you, and then they throw you away like the daily garbage. I'm currently in a hospital. I was tested on Saturday for that stupid COVID-19 whatever crap that's going around, and been quarantined ever since. And I'll have the test results back in a couple days. But enough about that. I worked for Jiffy Lube for 4 years, and I loved my job. Absolutely loved it. Anybody said anything bad about Jiffy Lube, I would deck them. All of that changed August 9th, 2018. And from there, it was just a downhill slide into a massive face plant. And Jiffy Lube was at the bottom of the hill with a baseball bat. August 9th, 2018, I was on the clock. I was working on a customer's vehicle when I could not grasp onto an oil filter. I had a sharp pain, numbness in my fingers. After I finally got a good grip on it, I started to turn. Sharp stabbing pain through the palm of my right hand, through my right wrist, and my ring and pinky finger on my right hand went numb. I dropped the wrench. I thought maybe I just slept on it wrong, or maybe I hit it on something when I was getting dressed for work. So I reached up with my left hand, and lo and behold, the same exact thing happened. Sharp stabbing pain through the palm, through the wrist, and the two last fingers, the index and pinky, went numb. Or the ring finger and pinky went numb. After discussing it with my boss, general manager, Kevin Washington, who is useless, and he should have been fired a long time ago for his treatment of Miss Chelsea Brazier. He's still an employee. Enough about that. I let him know. He told me I should go see a doctor. So I did, and I was referred to a specialist, where it turns out I got carpal tunnel in both hands, both wrists, that required surgery. Pain shot all the way up my arm to my elbow. Required surgery. I was only supposed to be out of work for 6 months. I had surgery done on my right hand. It would not heal. This is the best it does now. I can't hold a pencil. I can't write my own name. It just hurts so much. Weight restriction is about 2 pounds on these two fingers. Nothing for these two. I have basically no use left of this hand. 3 to 5% is what the independent medical exam said. Doctor canceled the surgery on the left hand because of the right one. So nothing's been done to the left. It's picked up everything that the right can't do, and it's absolutely agonizing. After discussing this with my district manager, Mr. Donald Mayer, he told me I should file for L&I. At that point, he went into detail, saying that one night he was off the clock. The business wasn't even open for the day. He was helping a buddy scrape floors. He got carpal tunnel in one hand. Jiffy Lube paid to fix his hand, paid for all the rehab, and according to him, gave him $20,000. Whoop-de-doo, I didn't care about the money. I cared about getting my hands fixed so I could go back to work. That was off the clock. Business was closed. $20,000. Keep that in mind because it's going to come in handy. After the surgery was canceled on the left hand, and the doctor said he was not going to allow me to return to work. That devastated me because I felt like I was letting my crew down. It gets worse, much worse. Jiffy Lube wound up throwing me under the bus, throwing me away like garbage, lying to the unemployment office, trying to make me look like the bad guy. The proof is right in front of me, in writing. I had an independent medical exam done on October 3rd, 2019, to determine if I could go back to work or not. Let me read you exactly what it says. Return to the previous job with the same employer. The independent medical evaluation findings indicated that Mr. Sutherland was able to return to the job of injury with the restriction that he does not use his left hand more than on an occasional basis. No use of my right hand. The employer of injury was contacted to see if modifications could be made to allow Mr. Sutherland to return to work, but they indicated, given the nature of the position, they would be unable to modify the job of injury. That's going to come in very handy. They said I could go back, and Jiffy Lube said, we're not going to modify the job to let you come back. That was done on October 3rd. The day I got home from that, my old roommate called, said I had a letter from Jiffy Lube from Texas on their own letterhead. Jiffy Lube Team Car Care. Let me read this to you. Dear Jason, you have exhausted all leave with the company. As of 10/2/19, October 2nd, the day before the IME, you are being separated from Team Car Care as we do not have an anticipated return to work date for you. You are welcome to reapply to the company at a future date if you so desire. So you fired me for getting an on-the-job injury. Working for your company broke me to the point where I can't go back to work, can't use my hands as normal. I struggle with everything. As you can tell, I can't brush my hair, can't shave, can't brush my teeth without it hurting. It sucks to get dressed. Have to have that little slip-on thing to put on socks. If you have any questions, and please feel free to call her. Please feel free to contact Deanna Jones by email or phone number at deanna.jones@jiffyworld.com. Or you could just call her. Her phone number is 972-812-7933. I repeat, 972-812-7933. Please feel free to call her. Anyway, my L&I case closed January of 2020. I think it was January 21st or 22nd. I don't remember. But I was told at that time that I could apply for unemployment, which I did. And I got a response the very next day from my caseworker, Sabrina, who informed me that I was denied unemployment because she contacted Jiffy Lube and they stated that I had voluntarily quit after not returning from an on-the-job injury. Excuse me? Voluntarily quit when October 2nd, you couldn't even wait for the independent medical exam to find out how bad the damage was that your company caused. You fired me the day before that. I didn't voluntarily quit. I was fired for getting an on-the-job injury. And here's the kicker. Remember that $20,000 that Donald Mayer said he got for injuring one hand off the clock? Yeah. This is where Jiffy Lube does not give a shit about their employees. I was on the clock. You took away my ability to work. You took away my ability to get dressed and brush my own goddamn teeth. And for that, I got a whopping $903. Yes, that's right. Not 903,000, not 9 million. No, I got a 2 week paycheck for the complete destruction of both of my hands, the inability to take care of myself. As you can tell, I got a 2 week paycheck for being on the clock, working on a customer's vehicle. And somebody that wasn't on the clock, that was scraping floors in a business that was closed for the day, and is able to go back to work. He's back to work right now. Got 20,000. Now, you tell me, you still want to work for a company that's going to throw you away like the daily garbage, like they did me? I'll leave that up to you. But yeah, you can feel free to call Donald Mayer. I don't have his number anymore because I deleted that crap. You can call store 2631. It's in Tukwila, Washington. The piece of garbage manager, his name is Kevin Washington. He is an absolute sexist. He treats the female employee, Chelsea Brazier, like human garbage. And I actually have that noted in a book that I showed Mr. Ron Kildall, who is the regional vice president for the Seattle area. Amazingly, after I showed him, Donald Mayer wasn't our district manager anymore, but Kevin Washington still was. And I got thrown away like the daily garbage. So just a heads up for y'all. If you work for them, you might want to quit because they're going to do the same to you. If you're thinking of working for them, think somewhere else. Like, I don't know, Taco Bell, McDonald's, Labor Ready. Don't go working for Jiffy Lube because all they do is fucking lie.